Hey, hello, welcome. How you doing? How's it going? How's it hanging? Today I honestly I really wasn't in the mood to not like in the mood like but like I had like the worst headache, and like anytime I breathed out of my right nostril, I like felt pain everywhere, and then it was just so much going on. I just was not like it happened yesterday. It started yesterday night. And I was like, okay, maybe it's because of all the energy that I did with the reading. And I said, oh no, it's getting worse. I was like, okay, maybe it's because I slept with the window open because I like to do that, And I was like, okay, possibly a head cold, but I wasn't planning on it. But Spirit was like, no, no, like we got to do a reading today. And they kept saying, it's a lot of energy in the air. It's a lot of energy in the air. And I was like, yeah, yeah, we know, Spirit. There's a lot of energy in the air. All right. Our farming community will find me, and the reason why they kept saying is because today, whether you celebrate it or not, it is a government regulated holiday or whatever you want to call it, and it's Christmas, you know. But it is a lot of energy. Whether you're with family, whether you're with friends, whether you don't celebrate and you're by yourself, or you're still hanging out with family and friends, or whatever it is that you do, it's still a lot of energy in the air. Look, we gotta be watchful of the Pinocchios coming out when we split that deck. And again, I will find my community and they will find me. Is that giving a nice glare? I may have to close my window, but we'll see how that works out. But it's definitely given. Been hearing also all day, be careful on that road. You know how drivers like to act around this time or the holidays. And I remember like anytime we would have like family gatherings for these big holidays when I was younger, that's how we would always be leaving each other like drive safe, because people like to act around these times, that we got an extra crazy, we got to make even more of a fool, and it's just this extra energy of the air. Um, and then before I even started, I heard down with the sickness, down, 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 the song. And even just I'm anger and just this rage, and it's given just sometimes the season around these holidays, because we also have Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all of these things coming up, but it's given like you don't know the history. I mean, like, you don't know my history. You don't know what's truly going on. You don't know what's in my mind. You don't know what's happening. You don't know why I act this way or react this way. Um yin there's a yang, vice versa. My ass is I'm chilling. Or balance. But yeah, it's definitely, you feel like people are like situations, people don't understand you. They don't get you. And with this energy coming in, it's just like obviously the story of the Christmas past, but it's like you don't know my past, you don't know my story. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know why I feel this way. And even if we think about like the actual history of this holiday, centered around, if we're going back to where it originated from, why it was created and celebrated. I don't think I learned this when I was in high school in my indigenous class, and it was created as a celebration for a large hanging of natives. So it's like a large hanging of indigenous people. So it's just like the largest mass hanging. Bonita, mind you, they have to build a platform, and there's a reason they're making me tell this. So stick with me. You know how it is. They had to literally, first the list was at 100, like 100 plus. Then they narrowed it down to 75, and then it was like, fine, we'll do 35. And they were just making up a reason to kill them. There was no reason to kill them. Obviously, colonizer type shit. There's no reason, but they find a reason that isn't still a reason. Um, but they built this big old platform so that the way they can all drop at the same time. And it sounds crazy and it sounds nuts, but it's the truth. And even to this day, in Minnesota, there's like a big run of like horses and stuff that they travel along the route that the men took for the hanging, just in like love, and they like have stories and they share information. And the reason why I'm saying this, especially with educated beyond your intelligence, time to make a proper plan, this is letting me know like people always coming at you for why you do or don't do things. And it's based off of the knowledge that they have of who you are right now, what they see and what they can take in right now, what they're gathering and what they understand right now. And it's a sense of like, you don't No, though, it takes so much balance. Like without all this yin, there's no yang. Without all this yin, there's no yin. So while you enjoying it, you have to know that there's a lot of balance. And it's like you are enjoying this story, but this history. And even if we think about, black people and what they've done, just enslaving, just running around, and it's just like in a sense of like this history and what it can hold and what it can mean for people would be completely different. So while you're educated and you feel like you got all this information about me, educated beyond your intelligence, you don't really know me. And so it's given that there are people in your life that don't really know you. And so they ask questions, they assume, they disregard, they say things that just like, and it's not even like things of like just it's just like, you're expecting me to act in a way because you think that that's how I am, because you feel like that's the energy or emotion that I'm giving off, and it isn't. You don't know what cards I have in my hand. Hey, I'm powerful right now and always, always. Yeah, like I said, it's given that you really have to balance your energy, understand yourself. And sometimes you have people coming, and sometimes just in a way of like, they'll even ask you something and doesn't even, it's not even that big. They're like, why don't you do this? You're like, no, I don't do it. But then they keep asking, like, you should do this, you should do it. It's just like, I already said no. I don't want to do it. And it's like you have to give reason, or you become afraid of something, right? Just to give a story of context, like unless I know the dog and I'm able to greet the dog, like I don't have any harm against dog, like your dog stay over there, I'm stay over there. But unless I know the dog, terrified. Terrified of dogs. I've been chased by dogs when I was younger, around my neighborhood, around things of that sort. I've been bitten by dogs that I supposedly known and that were my aunts, things of that sort. It's just like me and dogs, we got this, ratio. Now we like this, they all in my dreams and shit. But unless I still know it, like I don't want to greet you. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how gentle and sweet it may be. No. And they typically love me. They want to come up to me, all that type of stuff. But it's just like, no. And it's that thing of like, okay, situation happened where it's like, a dog that came up to our house, and my roommate loves, like, they don't mind dogs. They got their own dogs, like they got their veterinary, like all that stuff. So it's like, oh, okay, they're dealing. I was like, and the dog is at the window. Our window was just open, so the dog is at the window. I'm like, get the dog, get the dog. It's a dog. Like, and it is not coming in, and it's very friendly. It's this energy of like, I'm okay. Like, unless I know it, unless I can sense it out, but it's like this energy of like, it'll snap on a turn. And so as I got to give context, because they was like, girl, just, like, it's fine. It's just, I like it is with a cat. No, I can't. So I was just like, me, this is how I grew up. Like, I got chased by dogs, things of that sort. Like, I got bitten by dogs that I knew. Like, it's just like, she was like, you don't need to. I was like, I do, because what you said. So I have to let you know, this is why I act this way around dogs, unless I truly honestly know. And it was a pit bull, and I know pit bulls are great and sweet. I know that they're sweeter than goddamn chihuahuas. Okay. Back moving forward, moving on. But it's a sense of, thank you, spirit, I'm getting to the end. Like I said, wrap this shit up. It's a sense of like, you always feel like you have to give a backstory why you don't do stuff. Like, this is why I don't do it. This is why I don't like this. This is why I don't say this. This is why I don't hang out. And for some of you, I'm hearing like you just started your sobriety. Like, you just started, and it doesn't have to be in alcohol, but it can be in like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not indulging in that, eating that anymore. I'm not indulging in that music anymore. I'm not indulging in going here. It's like, it's sobriety of taking a break from something, a moment from something, to give yourself that. And it's just to continuously recognize your power and who you are, that even in those moments where you're like, if you the story of Obatala Nike came down and he crafted and he created, but as he got drunker and things in store, and he still kept them around, he was like, even in that drunken state, like, he doesn't want to drink anymore. And so you have him, like, you don't put wine and stuff on your altar, but it's a sense of like recognizing, this is why I don't do it. Because when I did it, I wasn't as intentional, I wasn't as focused, and I didn't like it. So some people feel like they have an education about you, but they're not intelligent enough to actually sit down, and I'm hearing, study under you, actually learn and want to know about you, and actually understand why you may or may not do these things, because they feel like they're seeing you now and they're like, well, why don't you do that? Like, you're so great. Why don't you do this? Why don't you set this up? Why don't you say this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you act here? Why don't you? It's just, I keep hearing, why don't you? Why don't you? And it's like, they don't. You're asking a person, why don't they do something? You're not even realizing who you're asking. I'm hearing. It's like, do you know who you're talking to? That's kind of the energy. Is like, you're talking, you're talking to me, right? Like, you're asking me, like, you telling me to, I might get a video. So it's like, it's so people that feel like that, and with this time making proper plan, spirit is letting me know that, yeah, it's time for you to take a break, time to travel, time to take a vacay, time for an experience, time for something new. And not in a sense of like that, but with this I am powerful right now and always, always card, it's like I said, it's just like returning to power. Like I said, some of you may be taking a sobriety break. Some of you may just be cleansing, taking a moment, detoxing. I know I have a fast coming up myself, just personally, from some things that I do just want to take a break from mentally and spiritually. So it's time for your body to experience something new, and that's what you're wanting. And I'm hearing, but you didn't used to do that. You didn't used to like that. Or I thought you did. Or why don't you do this? Because you act like this, or you do this, or you dress like this. And it's these certain things that they're expecting out of you because of how you looked or how you may act, or some of the things that you do and or can do. And it's like, but that's not me. And you feel like you have to keep explaining yourself, like, that's not me though. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to say that. Like, it's almost like you have to keep, I'm tired of reiterating myself. We got sneaky little bitches. Will be coming out soon. It doesn't say soon, but Spirit told me out that will be coming out soon. Like I said, the more that you tap into yourself, you take this break, you take this moment, this release, this cleanse, this allow yourself to let go and readjust and change. Let me close this. There we go. And change and progress in that sort of way. It may feel heavy at first. It may feel weird at first. It may feel like I have to explain. And Spirit is telling you honestly to just take a break. Take a break from talking. Take a break from over explaining. They're telling me just let them watch. If they really feel like they're educated enough in you, they know enough about you, they know how you're gonna act, react, say, and what you're really thinking and what you're really feeling and all that stuff. Let them. Let them. Look, protection. I like when I said I'm channeling, I know how to spell shadow. But when I'm channeling, sometimes shit just comes out. Okay. Protect your light by diving into your shadow. Okay, like I said, Spirit don't need you. They saying I don't need you to do all that. I'm tired of you explaining yourself. You tired of explaining yourself, and we ain't finna have you tied around in this bitch. You don't need to, and that's also why they want me to do this, because I'm feeling like some people will be around people where they gotta be like, no, I'm not married, and they feel like they gotta come up with something shady, something just be, and they're like, don't look at my fingers. Obviously, I got rings, but you just like, I didn't come with anybody. Did you see me come with anybody? It's just like you just gonna and just like silence is golden, and maybe you are a treasure. Okay, silence is golden. You are a treasure, but people trying to harvest and pick it out, and maybe there's some diamonds and real. No, silence is golden, baby. Take that for what it's worth. Take your 2 cents, and I'm gonna raise you some gold. And honestly, that's how they want you to protect your light right now. They want you to take a break. They want you to take a moment for yourself where you're realizing, like, yeah, like I said, Usher, Usher, Usher. It says, not close to being done. More work to do. Like I said, you need to take this break. You are powerful. You are balancing things. You are somebody that they don't recognize, somebody that's new. All of this. Yeah, don't take anything personally. Let it go and breathe, because you're not close to being done. Don't take anything personally. That's them. Maybe not unsure about themselves. They're insecure. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they miss it. This longing, yearning energy. No. Some of them, to be honest, they don't love or care about you. They just want to know about you. They just want to know. So they can talk, so they can gab, so they can say, I'm still in this person's life. Yeah, I'm still. It's something, it's just like, that's why they educated beyond the intelligence. It's like, you don't really know me. You just want what you feel like would be good, what would be juicy. I'm sorry, I ain't got that for you right now. Actually, I'm not sorry. Fuck off. That's how this energy feels. Like I said, it came with like this rage, this irritation. I'm like, fuck off. If you don't know me, you don't know me, and that's it. But you're not gonna be over here projecting, casting, all these things, being sneaky, trying to get that information, asking these shady questions. doing all that. It's like, I'm not here for your game. So you just like, you know what, I need away from this. And like I said, your spirit is like, I'm tired, we tired, I'm tired. Take that break. Take that moment. Cause yeah, all this. You got a lot coming. It says, I'm grateful for what is here as I prepare. Sorry, I'm grateful for all as I prepare me for more. And we also have a clear sense of things that are here and to come. Like I said, all the information is coming out. Don't take anything personal. Watch yourself. But don't take this anything, but you gotta let it go and breathe. Because it will bother you. Like, why did they say, why are they acting like that? Then you start questioning yourself, like, am I not doing enough? No. Some people, they just really don't love you. They really don't care about you. They really don't want to know about you. Some people just act like they know so they can stick. It's all this energy of like, again, bitch, you don't know me. And if we really want to, you're going to need to come correct or not come at all. Like I said, it's this I'm fed up energy. It's like, I'm fed up. I'm over it. I understand what's going on. I'm starting to make a plan. I'm moving and handling my life. I don't want to deal with you anymore. And you may feel some type of way about that. But I'm hearing if we ain't aligned, maybe get out of the way because you're quite crooked. And it just feels like that. Mm, that's good. Mm, that's shade. But yeah, it's just, you in the mood. You in the mood for more. Yeah. So funny is before I started, I was feeding my cat. Some of you may have animals, some of you may have children, and all this energy that you're feeling with this person, trying to prove yourself, trying to show like maybe they don't understand me, let me help them understand me. Maybe they don't understand me, let me help them understand me. Maybe they don't, bitch, no. It says you're treating your animals and or children like shit because you lack control and or self-worth. Right? And some people I'm hearing like, I'm not abusing them. I'm not, you ain't gotta abuse them. You could be not spending enough so much time with them. You could be ignoring them when they want a little bit of attention and you know you got the time. You could just be, I'm hearing brash or just quick. I didn't move. Nope, just brushing them off. It's just this type of energy where it's just like, I need to figure out how with this person. And it's just like a sense of like, well, this person don't really want to figure you out. And if they do want to figure out truly and genuinely, it ain't for a way that will be for your benefit, for your good. It's going to be in a sense of like, I don't know. And especially with you having more work to do because there's more coming in, you treating your animals and things because you feel like you lack self-control, right? You can't control anybody else. You can only control yourself. And it could be, like I said, you're trying to prove yourself like, maybe I gotta explain it. Let me reiterate. No. It's not you trying to prove what you're saying is of value and that it should be listening and heard. No, if they're not listening and hearing you, yet they still asking questions or assuming, or I'm hearing protruding like a thought in your mind and on your body, just nya nya nya. Some of them just sneaky, shady, manipulative, underhanded. Like I said, they always throwing out some shady comment. They're doing it in front of other people. So just like, okay, they're bringing up stuff. It's just like, I'm hearing some of them just want to know, so your business is now their business. And it's almost like I'm cut in half, even though I did the lighting right before this, but obviously the sun moves. But it's like I'm cut in half. And it's like in order to like continuously go forward, I have to continuously like adjust with the light as it goes. And that's with that, without yin, there is no yang. And vice versa. That balance is like I just adjust. And it may seem different and looks different as it's going around. The light reflection looks different, but I am staying centered at my core. And that's what spirit wants you to remember. It's like, all right, how I'm staying centered at my core. Okay, that's some good shit. Some good shit. And it is. Let's see if we can get maybe some time frame on this breakthrough, on this understanding of you. Yeah, maybe you need to take a break with your kids. I'm hearing you ain't spending enough time with them, and it don't gotta be a lot, especially since I know kids are expensive on their own. That's why I ain't got none, never having any. I share. But yeah, it's just a moment of taking a break, taking a breather, taking a moment. We got in February, like I said, very soon. Very soon. We're pretty much in January. Not really. So I don't want to rush time, but what is time to be rushed? But yeah, definitely in February. Like I said, this is coming soon. They're coming out soon. That's why I said I told me to do it around this energy. Like I said, it wasn't. I was just gonna chill in bed all day. My God, then say get your ass up. People need to hear this, especially depending on who they're around them here, depending on who you're around. You really need to hear this. You are powerful now and right now, and always. You are powerful right now. Yes, right now and always. Just adjust myself. Yeah, I've been adjusting myself. You just gotta adjust yourself. I'm here to just adjust. They may think it's weird. They may think it's odd. They may think it's like wrong. Like I said, you don't do that anymore. Some of them gonna be like, yeah, it's a large collective. So some people gonna be like, you don't do that anymore. You didn't used to say that. You didn't used to act like that. I thought we used to. You always used to. Like I said, do it. You're not close to being done. Do it. Some of these people you're gonna have to cut off. Some of these people you're just gonna have to. They say something shady. They say something. Just like keep doing what you're doing. What I miss. I think her name was Jinx on Drag Race, and she said water off a duck's back, water off a duck's back, because obviously water just rolls off a duck's back, so that way it can die and things of that sort. And that's just where they're saying it's like water off a duck's back. Like, baby, I'm swimming right now. I'm paddling in the water. I'm not struggling. And that's how it feels. So in February, it's just dive into that shadow. Dive into that shadow. Like something flipped. Yeah, I did. Yeah. We got within 2 years on a hot day. I feel like for some of you, I'm hearing in 2 years on a hot day, it's like I'm hearing you're gonna get a revelation like nobody's business. You're gonna get a revelation like nobody's business. And it's laid right on top of the sneaky little bitches card. It's laid right on top of the sneaky little bitches card. The February do it landed right on top of the vacay. Time to take a vacay and being grateful for what you have now and being prepared for more. So it's letting me know that on a hot day within 2 years, sneaky little bitch is gonna be coming out. Not saying a good time. When it comes to the divine, it can flip flop bloop da doop doop. But with the landing so strong and so prominent on these areas, yeah, yeah, it's definitely like when it happened. Like within 4 years, landing on don't take anything personal. Yeah, wait. Don't take anything personally and wait. So within 4 years, it can be you learning how to, again, not take on people's projections, people's opinions, people's false accusations, people's false stories. Don't take anything personal. Let it go and breathe, because within 4 years, just wait. That shit all that building up, and it's different from the sneaky little bitches energy. All this of like, again, that projection energy, all that. This is like, you just letting it go. Within 4 years, you're just gonna wait, and I feel, and I know. I can just hear them now. I hear them bitches coming back now when they wanted you to take everything personal. They wanted you to take everything they said, everything they did, just hitting you. They want you to take it, but no, it's them gonna be coming back like, damn, you wanna know something? I was a nigga. I was fucking up. I was doing some fucked up shit. My bad. It feels like within 4 years of you just waiting, and not like waiting like, I'm waiting on this apology. I'm waiting on them to come back and grovel at my feet. It's like, yeah, me patiently understanding myself, taking my time, diving into my shadow work, realizing why I wanted to be around these people, prove myself to these people, why I was so ready to take on their opinions and things of that sort. Or even within the 2 years on a hot day when the sneaky little bitches come out, I'm here and it's gonna feel like a cool breeze. And I'm seeing you just waving a fan. And you just like, just rocking like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm hearing like almost Mulan. I knew it. I knew it. And that's like the ancestors are saying that. So it's definitely like they already know. They think they whispering, but baby, it's loud as fuck. It's loud as fuck. And that's why they're like, you are powerful right now and always, in all ways that you can think, form, fathom, or not even think of. So whether they don't love about you or care about you or really want to know you or they doing all this stuff, doesn't even matter. Because guess what? You have a clear sense of things to come and things that are here. Right? So just like, what's the song? You wanna when I'm on my page? You wanna spend the night at my place? There's gonna be a lot of that, like, no, no. I'm hearing you say no a whole lot more, like, no, and not feeling like this shame, this guilt, this worry of like, I gotta let them know this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm doing, this is what, like I said, it's like you don't need to reiterate yourself. No is a complete sentence. What do you want to add? No, thank you for a little genetic. Look, just this Libra card, like it's coming. That balance, that unbiasedness, that action, that setting things straight, it's coming in. It is coming in. Yes, like I gotta take out this card. We got the Six of Swords. You said I'm escaping that bullshit, baby. I'm escaping that bullshit. You thought you knew, but baby, no, you don't. No, you don't. We are a whole sea, a whole world away. And that's also why they want some of you to travel as well. They want you to see that it is so much better. Sometimes you need to be up in the air, clearing out that space, clearing out that energy of what's around you. Right? And with this Six of Swords coming in, like I said, Swords is about hardship. Yeah, baby, baby. We got the Eight of Swords coming in. Like I said, it was like this shit was keeping you up at night. This shit was having you worried. This shit, yes, was a burden. Ten of Wands. Whether it was somebody doing it out of intentions, whether they didn't care, whatever, who gives a fuck? It was like I said, you tired. Your ancestors, your gods, your orishas, your God, whomever, the universe, they tired with you, baby. And you were never alone. I want you to know you were never ever alone. You weren't stepping out there on them streets by yourself. They thought so. That's why they thought it was okay to question you. They thought that's why it was okay to project on you. They thought that was okay to lie and be sneaky and not share full stories, not be open and honest. They thought it was okay to go out here and take your story and use it as their own or twist it and manipulate it to make use of it. It was so many things, and they're just like, I'm tired of having to explain my, you really thought that about me? You really said that about me? You really, it's this sense of like, wow, wow. And not saying like, because we always, not we always, but a lot of, tarot readers, Richard's like, girl, it ain't even like that. But when you're in it, it can be hard. It can be like, I don't know if I can make it. I'm finna cuss this bitch out. I'm finna fight her. I'm finna do this. They gonna have to take me up. They're gonna have to take me out. But it's the sense, especially with this, the lover's energy, the Gemini energy coming in. Like I said, it's a sense of communication coming in. And I was saying today, I said it a few times today, and it just was ringing in my head. I was like, bitch, just because you don't tell me the information doesn't mean the information won't be told. So like I said, whether they're trying to hide, whether they're trying to be shady, sneak, all these things, with that Gemini coming out, it's going to bite them like a snake. They try to seduce you and entrance you, but all that is going to come out like it's a snake at the bottom, biting it. So it's like they so enthralled and they think you so enthralled, but they don't even realize like, no, I'm protected. I'm grounded. Like I said, you're never alone. But also with this Lover's card coming in, it's giving like you do and will have physical support. Not just, answers and angels like, yes, we are here. Hello, hello, like Frozen, let it go, let it go. It's like we're here, but we're also going to have some people that's letting you know that who you are is also a reflection. That's why when I kept spinning it, I will find the community and it will find me. I will find my community and they will find me. Bless me. Confirmation, because like I said, it's when this sense of like realizing, trying to adjust myself. Like I said, this whole video, it's realizing like as soon as I realize, why are they coming at me so much? It's like because they notice my light. Oh shit, they notice my power. They sensing this balance. They sensing this strength. They know I can, and person is traveling. Like I said, they know I can pick up and take a chance and just go. What do they rather? And it's like, no, but they rather weigh me down. It's like, you can't. You're strong enough. This person goes home every day with that burden, but they also go home every day with that burden. And this came out of where, so then you know, like you are was sensitive and you realizing I'm not gonna deal with that bullshit. I'm not gonna deal with that bullshit anymore. I don't want to have that no more. Oh, this one. Oh shit. Yes, we have to work hard. And this fell on the floor. Shouts out to the teacher who told me, if they fall on the floor, it's like 10 times the message. So, like I said, this is a completion, the end. You're done. Like I said, some of you decided to already start taking a break from certain things, abstaining, celebrate, whatever it is. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not like it's just the way it's set me up in my life is not how I actually want my life to be. That's what I don't want it like that. I want something different. I want something new. I want something fresh. I want something alive. I want something dope. And look at all these animals around her. Like I said, your animals are your children. Not calling children animals. Please do not take it like that at all. But all these things and people around her, and even if you look at it, it looks like that land that you sell to. You know? That land that you left was also on the same side, and now it has an industrial, now it has ships coming into it. It's like when you was realizing I wasn't running away. I was supposed to be escaping, but I wasn't running away. I was shit. I was on a hot air balloon. Them bitches are slow. Okay? And so you thought of what it was. Yes, you have such knowledge. The high priest, this Taurus energy, this earth energy coming in. And it's like I said, it's just this sense of like, I know what I need to do. But I feel like I have to explain it to people. Or I know who I am and I have to explain it to people. I know what I have to explain. Don't explain shit to nobody else. Okay. Don't explain shit to nobody. Make your plan. Let them think and feel how they gonna feel. Let them operate how they feel like they gonna operate because they're gonna operate off their own perspective anyway. Right? It reminds me of the Medea play that I watched when I was a child long ago. It's like people talk about whether you're with them or not, whether they like you or not, whether you're dead or not. People will talk. Right? And I was even thinking about myself, like, damn, when was the last time I like just lied to lie? Like really just lied to lie. And I was like, it was a kid. But I was doing that out of necessity because I was afraid of getting whooped. But then I also got whooped whether I lied or not. And I would also be told, well, this is for something that you did that I don't know about. And it's just like, that's not how that operates. We'll move back, move forward, moving on. But that can also be significant. And you feeling like you always have to exert it because when you were a child or younger, no matter if you told the truth or not, no matter if you were being your authentic self or not, whether if you were like changing your mind, even, which is, you can fucking do that. You can change your mind, your attitude, your outlook, your view, every fucking thing if you want to, and can't nobody say a damn thing about it. They can, but they can't. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a sense of, as a child, you could have dealt with that as well, of being like, no matter what I did, it was always an issue. It was always a problem. I always have to prove myself, show myself, explain myself. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. And my little tincture in here. And I'm hearing from those with kids, they're not so much a reflection of you because they are their own person. So don't try to heal yourself through them. You know what I'm saying? No, like heal yourself, yes, because that's what you need to do because you are with you every part of the day. Once they grow up, leave all this stuff, you will still be with you. Which is why you don't want to live to your kids. You don't want to take out your anger on your kids. Your all these things. This is why that balance is very important. To recognize that, so that way you're trying to like, well, my parents didn't do this, so I'm gonna do this for my kids. What if they don't like that? What if they don't want that? So you also have to remember that as well. If you do have children, also, especially I'm hearing it for the parents is like with this high priestess energy, which is that Taurus energy, that earth energy, that root chakra energy. You can also like, I'm hearing, don't put a scarcity mindset on your children. Put a reality mindset on them. Let them know bills are a thing. Or, I'm hearing, these things cost things, but don't do it in a way that makes them feel scared to have those things, to obtain those things, or to even know about those things. I'm hearing share, I'm hearing share what the fuck it cost, but not in a way that's making them feel like they are what's making it cost that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, all these goddamn light bills and you running it up and you doing this and you doing this and you doing this. The light bill's gonna cost anyway. You know that. They know that. Just like, hey, when you leave a room, turn it off because we have to play it at the end of the month. Here, come here. And some people, especially in Black culture, we don't tell kids about the bills. Hell no, you ain't on this girl from. No, here, come here. You see this? This was last month. This is when all of us are in the house. You know, the heat's up. It's at 100. But now this is this month. Why is it a little bit higher when you know you're supposed to be like this, explaining those things to them? They don't know what that means. They know you paying for it and it just gets paid. Hopefully. You know, because I had some issues when growing up when I didn't. But it's also given that where it's just like, okay, let me know. Yeah, let me know. You gotta have that communication coming in. It's like you're almost cutting things off before you need to, and you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Especially like with this Four of Pentacles energy. Like I said, this Four of Pentacles is like you may have something as a parent. I'm speaking to the parents right now where you feel like I can't. No, sit them down. This is how much it costs. And this is why we do this. This is why we don't want this TV on this much. So that way, you know, I can have more funds for maybe if you want to take a vacation. Or I can have more funds for rainy day. Do you know what a rainy day fund is? No? Here's what it means. Say this. It's like having those conversations so that way they're not penny pinching as they grow up in that. If I would have saved when I was in kindergarten. That's what I mean. If I would have saved when I was in... If you just sometimes having financial wisdom goes a whole lot further than having finances. And it sounds crazy, especially living in the society that we're living in, but you ever like give money, like speaking from a person, you just start spending it, spending it. You gotta have that balance. And not just saying it's in finances, it can be with anything, an emotional expression, and allowing them to come to you. And if you don't have the capacity, saying, hey, I don't have the capacity right now, I would love to hear what you have to say because it is of value. And I want you to be able to express yourself and know that I'm a safe space. But I want you to know that I won't be able to receive you because of where I am right now. Right? And you feel like kids don't understand. Kids understand everything. They're like a sponge. People love to say that kids is like a sponge. They following this, they doing it, who they around. But when it comes to actually teaching you, let's go ahead and teach and learn and nurture that. Do that. They're soaking up everything. So set them up for something. Allow them to soak up all that good, all that knowledge. And allow them to still be themselves because they got their own sponge. Maybe you know the scrub daddy and they over here with a new design where it's like, I don't even know sponges can be triangles. That type of thing. Because it's still them. Allow them to be them. And that also can build your relationship because you guys have never had a relationship with each other, obviously. So remember that. So yes, Spirit would have you sing that. In that, but with this overall energy, it's definitely giving balance. It's definitely giving. Don't focus so much on the external, the outward. Yeah, with this Seven of Pentacles coming in, focus on yourself. Do what you need to do for yourself. Yeah, you got a lot of wands, pentacles. You got a little bit of everything. With a lot of wands in the energy, a lot of creativity inside of you, a lot of things that you want to express and be vulnerable with. And that's why you feel like if I can't express and be vulnerable and share it, people are always questioning it, doubting it, confusing it, projecting it. It's like, who gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be up at night going through turmoil, feeling like you about to fall on swords and boom and it's piercing you. No, I'm gonna actually use that to build my goddamn shit, and I'm taking off because I have power, and I'm very grateful for what I do have right now because it provides me with resources and abundance and grace and all this stuff to move forward. So yeah, recite. Okay, Page of Wands, baby. Page of Wands. When I say this creative energy, this, I'm ready to do some dope shit. I'm ready to do some dope shit. And you don't want to do that while second guessing, trying to prove, trying to reiterate. Do they know me? Do they understand me? Do they get me? Do they like me? No. Like, you are a genius. You are creative. You are divine. And especially with this pro coming in. Thing is, before I started, as soon as I sat down and I was about to hit the play, group of birds. This group of birds came out of nowhere, just boop, And I was like, oh shit, all right, the message is gonna be laid the fuck down. um, excuse me. But just even coming in, like I said, don't be too brash or be too harsh. A message is coming in, information is coming in. Focus on yourself while it comes in. Okay? Focus on yourself while it comes in. Um, I'm feeling it like down. What is this? Yeah, yeah. We'll take this. We'll take this. Yeah. It's like I almost didn't want that, but I do. Let's see if we can get some final messages for you guys. This reading was good. Yeah, a lot of this communication that's coming in being rooted and grounded, opening up your heart chakra to the things that truly matter, to the things that you truly do want. Yeah, you got that big energy. All right. So don't be neglecting your intuition. Do not, do not, do not, do not, do not. It's like you're very, very powerful, very amazing, very alluring. And some people do want that. Like I said, they notice your light, they notice your power, they notice who you are. So yeah, just stand. I'm hearing so powerfully. Stand 10 toes. Stand 10 toes down. People that ain't there, you'll recognize it. You'll understand. Like they ain't really here for me. They wasn't ever really here for me. They didn't really care. They just wanted to be in. If they didn't want to be a part, they just wanted to be in. I shared 2-2. New love on the horizon. Right? Especially with the lowest card coming in, like I said, bless me, Ashe, is somebody coming in to give you that physical support, that physical love, that it could be romantic, it could be business. I'm hearing it's gonna be exactly what you need. It's gonna be exactly what you need. It's gonna be that support, that eye opening. I'm hearing for the parents, specifically someone that has or is wanting to start a business. You're gonna have that support. You're worried that you won't be there for your kids enough. You worried that you won't be able to be there for the business enough. You feel like you're going to have to split yourself in three to even give yourself some time. But with this new love on the horizon for you guys, is letting me know, no. There's going to be this support. And it's going to be support that you can trust, not question, the same way that they don't question you. Right? I'm here for, I won't say what I want to say everybody else. But for some, yeah, 222 is following you. 1-2, y'all got follow 222 and 222 also. That's also the card that I flipped out. It's that sense of what you think is what you speak. What you speak is what you become. What am I thinking about? What am I putting my energy towards? What is my thought process going to? It's that partnership, that relationship. If my relationship with the divine or the universe or the ancestors, whomever, whatever, is always questioning, doubting, feel like I always got to reiterate and prove myself, that's also what I want to do. So maybe I should sit in silence because I got people out there and people over there that love me for free, that are ready for a deep, intimate connection. Look at this. Like 222, 1-2, 222. Like obviously look it up for yourself, but it's also those mirror numbers, that reflection, right? And it's like, have I been? Yeah, this is a completion. This is a completion. You're gonna have some new friends. I'm here just new friends, new love. Yeah, 666, taking that step back, reflection, realizing where you have been giving a little, where you have been getting a little. I'm hearing I've been giving a lot and getting a little. And that's how it kind of feels. So in the sensing of this energy, it's almost like the love that you feel like you have been exhausted to receive. And also where you feel like you've been exhausted is because again, that like the reflection of how you've been treating your environment. But with this world card coming in, with the Seven of Pentacles coming in, the Page of Wands, like you have to recognize your power, who you are, and understanding that, writing things out, singing more, dancing more, cooking more, crocheting more, kicking your feet up and just laying on your stomach and laughing and twiddling your fingers more, whatever like it is. But they're letting you know, like you, and just to bring up RuPaul again, how the hell you gonna love somebody else if you don't love yourself? And that really does come. That's why I said, especially like with the parents, is like you cannot heal yourself through your child because you can't live through your child. That's not how you control. but you can heal yourself by loving your child in the way that they need and deserve to be loved. You cannot be in a relationship and wanting people to know and understand you if you don't know enough about yourself, if you don't understand or am able to process. Yes, shadow work is needed. Like I said, if you can't understand and process yourself, nobody should know you better than you know you. And the fact that, like I said, do you know who you're talking to? Or the people that just like, why did they feel so comfortable saying that? Why did they feel so comfortable asking me that? Why did they even feel so comfortable thinking that about me? And it's this sense of not, and again, in reflection of you, but with these 222s, it's a mirror. Like I said, it's a lot of projection, it's a lot of shadiness, obviously sneaky little bitches, a lot of manipulation, but it's also people that don't love or care about you. And it can be sometimes in a means of like, do I truly love and care about myself, or am I operating the way of what people say love and care should be? You know, and you don't want that. I feel like you don't want that. Yeah, 444, fire and desire, ashe, and settling for mediocrity. You don't want that anymore. You want something that pushes your drive. It's so many, even with the shadow work needed, the 1-4, and then the 444, and then the settling for mediocrity, and the give a little, get a little 66660. Like I said, it's a lot of reflection. It's a lot of boom, 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 boom. And again, the first card that popped out is you can't have yin without yang and the yang without yin. You need balance. So it is, you got to balance yourself out. Get that in there unbiasedly, unwaveringly, standing that 10 toes down for yourself. Yeah, take that strategy. 76. You feel like you're going down a little bit, but sometimes you need to land. So you a little bit elevated too high. So you gotta get grounded with that Taurus high priestess energy, right? So taking this information in is just, yeah, even on this side, we got Virgo energy, the Hermit energy, a lot of earth energy coming out. Right? And that's about that being grounded, being rooted, being centered. I have. Is also root trigger. I have this. I have resources. I have patience. I have time. I have energy. I have balance. I have the funds. I got more than enough funds. You know, things of that sort. So taking in all this understanding is a realization that everything that is meant for you will happen. Everything that is meant for you will happen. Don't stay in anything too long, because then you'll start to feel like the problem. You're not the problem. But you know, what does she say? What does she say? What's that song? She damn. It's Inco, I think is how you pronounce her, but she goes, I can solve anything. She's basically saying, like, if there's a problem, then I'm the solution, because I am like the part of the equation. I'm gonna have to find that song and I'll try to put it in the comments, in the description. But I am not really here. I'm an illusion. It's still written in stone. And they coming in, I feel it in my bones. Heavily protected, never alone. I don't think it's even that song, but Jericho is a song I was just singing by her, and I would definitely link that. But it's definitely given the walls are coming down. Jericho, Jericho, walls come down, and it's you relying on your own strength. And if you know that, yeah, they just came in. I'm sorry, it feels like I went up, but it just gotcha. Listen, it just was like, but if you know the story of the Jericho in the Bible, is they're trying. Just imagine how big this has to be. Okay, and I always thought, just stick with me. The story is they go around. It's this big old city, and then obviously in Veggie Tales, it's because I watched a lot of after I read it in the Bible, they were shows in Veggie Tales, kids type shit. But afterwards in Veggie Tales, it's like it's just a wall, but the wall is actually a city. It's a big ass city, and it's them. We're not even going to give them any clout, name, any of that, but it's them in the Bible, and they're walking. They're supposed to be going through. They're led by God. This is your land. Your land is over there, but now it has this big old city that was built, and the reason why the city was built is because they were lost in the woods for years for worshiping different gods. Different story, same story, but now we're here. Where now there's this big city, and they're like, oh no, but our land is behind the city, right? And in my head, I always thought, okay, if they're walking around the city, that means they're behind the city now. Why don't they just, they're behind the city, just keep going. Just build their city behind it. That was how I thought. And Ross is like, if you're walking around the city 7 times for 7 days. Anyways, that was my kid mind. But the moral of the story was that they just had their band, their trumpets, their people, and they walked around the city 7 days. The first 6 days, they just walked around once, and on the 7th day, they walked around 7 times, which is 777, releasing fear, releasing anxiety, releasing doubt, and looking to the future with excitement as you head forward. Your steps may feel imbalanced because 7 is an uneven number, but that's how you have faith that maybe I can lean on that back leg that I didn't know was there. Ashe. But once they walk around the 7th time, and it's just people walking 7 times, and then the last time, on the last day, they walk around 7 times, and then the trumpet blows their horn. Boo! You know, the band all blows their horn really loud, and then the walls came crashing down. And I'm hearing that that's your story, is people think, why aren't you doing this? Why don't you get a bulldozer? Why don't you get some grenades? Why don't you do this? Why don't you just go talk to the people? And then I think they did in the story, like, hey, God gave us this language, is some weird fucked up shit, which is why I said we're not giving them any. But the basis of the story, basis of the story is that the people, like I said, there's always this question and this worry of like, nah. But you just need a routine. Virgo is also being about methodical routine, practice, understanding what's going on, planning things out, make sure they got everything in order. And sometimes they never start, even though they got everything in order. But trying to say you need to start pulling that fire and desire. But people question your power. Like, they ain't gonna, y'all just literally walk around, and they were getting bombed the time and this, and they were getting hit with the little grape slushies, because I'm going off of fairy tales, and the slushies is coming out, and they still was doing it. And it's like people are trying to come at you, they're trying to injure you, and they might see only one person walking around, but you got an army. And that's what I'm feeling. It's like that energy. I will definitely, that song, that's a really good song. It doesn't talk about that. You know, I don't, it's like song, but that's kind of how I feel. It's like heavily protected, never alone, is what I keep hearing. And people really, I'm hearing, they keep trying to test you. They keep trying to try you. And they keep feeling like, because you got the weight that you want. These are wands. You gave me 10 wands that you thought was a burden, and now I'm turning it into something else. Bitch, you thought? I oughta. I oughta. So, yeah, just continuously be great. Why did I? They really don't want you done. Let's go ahead and get these final messages, please, Spirit. Not like that, but I grabbed this and I'm supposed to grab the other one. I shared. But yeah, just continue to say, I'm grateful for all that I have now as I prepare for more. Because it will, you got to realize that Spirit wants you to recognize, yes, collaboration. What did I say? Somebody's coming in and says, let's work together to achieve shared success. Somebody actually wants to know about you, work with you, care with you. Care with you, okay? But they actually, they see you and they don't want to add on more because they notice your power. They want to work with you so y'all can enhance your power. And like I said, you turning these wands that people are giving, and this is just about burden, a heavy load, but you're alchemizing that. Your power, your energy, you're turning that into something more. Yes, gift. This person coming in, you also have a gift. I'm hearing you are a gift. There is something I'd like you to have. Like I said, silence is golden, and you are a treasure. Yes, there's, it's just so positive at the bottom of the deck, and that's you know, a little bit of that extra background, that shadow. My intentions are pure, and I only want to improve your life. And that's how I honestly feel you feel about other people. That's how you think. That's why you're always so willing to explain yourself, also overextend yourself, give more than need to. But no, like I said, that news is coming in. That birdie has great news. I have something amazing to tell you. And they want you to be ready for this. And they don't want people around with their nose all in it, sniffing your cookies. Okay. Like I said, they don't want them in your business. Unsolicited, like, they don't want them around. They want you to get rid of them people. I'm certain I know best. I hate to say I told you so. They're giving things, they based off of They're educated beyond their intelligence. They don't know you. And they don't understand your life, what's going on, how you operate, whom you talk to. And you just like, yes, we got welcome in career. You're welcome in something different. Like I said, if you are a parent, not saying only parents can have a business, but I was feeling that like a parent was wondering or worrying if they should. But yeah, welcome that career. It says, I know your presence is appreciated and I can be a safe space for you. And career, I'm concentrating on my career and focus on advancing no matter what it takes. That fire and desire. So like I said, you're ready for this. You're ready for this power. You're ready to step into it. And you feel like this whole time you have to prove it to other people that you did have it, but you don't. And definitely do not, because we got chaos coming in. It says it's not my fault I'm a magnet for trouble. Chaos follows me wherever I go. Yeah, they don't want you around these people. It's just chaotic. It's just a hot mess. It's not one thing, it's another. And they, like I said, they feel like they can rely on you, but you wind up taking a lot of that home. Taking a lot of that home. And some of them you try to turn into swords and it, but it's just like a sense of like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Oh shit. There we go. Well, let's go ahead and get your affirmations out. This affirmation out. Yeah, I feel like you're ready. You just gotta balance yourself. Get yourself ready. Tell them people to quiet or you be quiet. Okay. Tell them people to quiet or you be quiet. Ah, Shay, what did I say? We got equal parts. The yin yang. They really want you to balance. Balance has been just resounding key for you. Balance, 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 balance. Grab this card from the bottom. We got ambitious too. They wouldn't want me to pull from the top and the bottom. And I typically pull from the bottom every now and again, but for your reading, it's been most of it. I'm pulling from the top of the deck and the bottom, the top and the bottom. Like I said, it's like people think like, oh, you're not supposed to. No, 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 no. You are not them. Do what you need to do and what works for you. And each one that I pulled out has been what it needs to be. So recognize that. Equal parts. Water seeks its own level. Therefore, I attract those who can meet me where I am on my journey. My interpersonal relationships are mirrors into my own self. I strive to put my best self into the universe, so I shall find others who seek growth. Like I said, I will find my community will find me. Ambitious. In a world where possibilities are endless, I can do anything I set my mind to. Power and ambition course through my veins. When I intentionally reach toward my dreams will meet me with open arms. Like I said, that fire, that desire, that when I'm working on my shadow self and I know what I want, why I want, and nobody can come in with all this shadiness, I'll have great news. I am a gift. You know, people will recognize that. And they do. We do. I do. Okay? I mean, like when I said you came in hot and heavy, you said, I'm tired of this shit. And as I'm tired of this grandpa, and they wanted to say it's too damn bad, but they said okay. But yes, this has been your reading. Yeah, I love you guys, and until next time, okay? Okay.